Alright, for number 5, there's one thing that I excluded, and that was actually the question asked, what is the perimeter? Well, if we think about the perimeter, we know that x is 20, so I'm going to put this here as 20. How do you find the perimeter of this particular triangle?
Just add them up.
Add them up. So we have what? 20 plus 16 plus 12. 6 plus 2 is 8. 2, 1, 1. 48. So the perimeter is actually what? 48 inches. That's my final answer. Well, this is part of it. This is a two-step process. You need to get this in order for you to get that. So this is a two-step process. You need to do the Pythagorean theorem first to find the hypotenuse, and once you get the hypotenuse, add them up to get the 48. Questions on number 5. We're good? All right. Let's look at number 10. Number 10, we have this particular triangle. There's a triangle inside a prism. All right? But the triangle inside the prism, they give you the length over here, which is 20, and they give you the 8. Well, it also tells you that it is, in fact, a right triangle. How do you find this particular part of the triangle? Use the Pythagorean theorem. What's the formula?
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Well, according to this, do we know what A is?
Yeah.
Do we know what B is?
Yeah.
Do we know what C?
No.
What is C called? The hypotenuse. Very good. What is A here, guys? 20. So we have 20 squared plus 8 squared is equal to?
C squared.
Well, what's 20 squared? 400. What's 8 squared? 64 is equal to C squared. Let's combine these two. Gives me what?
464
is equal to C squared. And then finally, how do we get rid of the? You take the square root of both sides here and here. C is what? If we round it, so 21.5406. If we round it to the tens place, what should we get? 21.5. 21.5. Any questions for number 10? We're good? Just be careful, guys, when it says read the direction. If it says round to the tens place, round to the hundreds place, round it to the hundreds place. In this case, we'll go ahead and round it to the tens place. Yes, sir. It'll be this digit right here. So it goes from the decimal places, the tens, the hundreds, thousands, and then we go to 10,000s, but we're not going to worry about that. Let's look at number 11. The brackets of a shelf are in the shape of a triangle. So you can draw it out if you want to. That's fine. Okay? Or in other words, the bracket will be like this because the shelf is going this way, right? All right? So, and then this will be the shelf where you put the things on top. Correct? So it says the bracket of a shelf are in the shape of a triangle. Find the angles of the triangle if the measures of the angles are in a ratio. Well, it doesn't really matter what they are. This will be what? Let's say x. This will be what? 2x. And this should be what? 3x. Well, we know the sum, this plus this should give you what?
180.
What is that called?
Supplementary.
Not supplementary. When you add all of these three together, what does that equal to?
Oh, that's the triangle sum theorem.
The triangle sum theorem. So we have the triangle sum, I'll put TH for theorem. So we have x plus 2x plus 3x should give me 180 degrees. Well, can we combine all of these three?
Yeah.
Yes, we can, because they all have the same variable. What would that give me?
6x.
6x, very good. Is equal to 180.
You divide 6 by 6, and then 180 by 6.
What does that give you?
30.
30.
So x equals 30.
And it says, the question says, find the angles of the triangle. So this is not my final answer though. This is one of them.
Now you have to sum it up. You have to plug it in.
One of them is 30. The other one should be what? X is this. What is 2x?
60.
The other one's 60. And what is 3x?
90.
So my answer is going to be all of these three right here. 30, 60, and 90. And of course, all of that should give you what? 180 degrees. But this should be your answer right here, these three right here.
How do we write that, like, for the answer?
Well, when you write it, just put 30, comma, 60, comma, and 90, and I understand it. Because regardless, I have to go back and double check what you put to the correct answer. Any questions with number 11?
No.
We're good? Let's look at number 12. All right. So the question says, what is true about the sum of the measures of any two non-right angles in a right triangle? It's supposed to be right angle, right triangle. Okay. Well, let's think about this. If this is a right triangle, all right, the question is, what is true about the sum of the measures of any two? Let's say this measure and this measure here, guys, should always equal to 90 degrees. Yes. If this is 90 over here, these two should always be what? 90 degrees.
The triangle always equals 180.
Because all the three will always equal to 180. So let's say if this is A, let's call that B, plus 90 is equal to 180. Well, in order for to isolate A and B, minus 90 minus 90, A plus B will always equal to 90 degrees. This is your answer. The sum should always equal to 90 degrees. Yes, you had a question. You good? Okay. Number 13. Now, this question says a triangle has the following sides: 10 centimeters, 24 centimeters, 28 centimeters. Is this a right triangle? How can we determine to see if this is a right triangle or not?
It's two.
All right. How do we determine if this is a right triangle or not?
10 squared plus 24 squared needs to equal 28 squared.
Very good, guys. We just used the Pythagorean theorem again. Now, this is very important, guys, because we have three sides here. Which one should be C?
28.
Remember, C is the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse should always be the longest side. So this right here, guys, automatically, this one should be C. So all we have to do, guys, is 10 squared plus 24 squared is equal to 28 squared. If this statement is true, that both sides are equal to each other, then yes, it is a right triangle. So let's work it out. All right? What's 10 squared? What is it? 100. What is 24 squared?
576.
Well, guys, let's think about this. What's these two combined? 676. So, guys, if 28 squared is also the same as 676, then it is a right triangle. What's 28 squared?
784.
Are they equal to each other? No, they're not equal to each other. So, therefore, it's not, keyword, a right triangle. If they're both equal to each other, then yes, it is a right triangle. Any questions? No? Last one, number 14. Alright, so number 14, guys. We have this here. So, yes? Of course. So, if we have this triangle, okay, I'm sorry, not triangle, this is, we have two parallel lines cut by a transversal. We know that these two are parallel because it has these two parts right here. And also it says, given, guys, this is what's called a two-column proof, all right, where you have your statements and you have your reasons. You're going to see this in geometry. All right? This is a two-column proof. The first part are the statements that are given. The second parts are the reasons why this is true. So the first part says, two parallel lines cut a transversal, right? And it says the measurement of angle 6 is equal to 3x, and the measurement of angle 8 is equal to 99 degrees. Well, the first part is a recap of what you guys are given. It says the measurement of angle 6 is equal to 3x, comma, measurement of angle 8 is equal to 99 degrees. The reason why is because this is the given part. We have to find the second part. Well, guys, the measurement of angle 6 is equal to the measurement of angle 8. So you're talking about this and this are the same. Why are they the same? Remember, we talked about a couple of things. We could talk about alternate interior angles, alternate, that's it, exterior angles. We talked about same side interior. We also talked about corresponding angles. So out of the four, only one more, which we talked about vertical angles. Out of the 5, 8 and 6 are what? They're corresponding. This is your answer. Because they're corresponding angles. And that's going to be your last one. Any questions on the study guide? All right.